In this video, we will dive deep into the localization or internationalization. I will show you step by step how to set up easily localization package to save your time in developing your project. I will show you how to manage your translation file in Excel on the internet using the Google Sheet account or OneDrive account. One more important thing, we use the localization generator app to generate our Excel file on the internet and convert it into the code in your project. So in this example, I will choose Google Sheet to manage the transition file. Now let's go to the code. So I have created a new project already and clean up some code already. And I have separated into two files, the home page and the main file. In the home page, I have nothing to do yet, and the main file, it look like this. So next step, we are going to install the Easy Localization package into your project. So let's go to the browser and go to the public dev and find the Easy Localization package. And if you have time, you can read all the document here. And we are going to install it. Go to the installing tab. In this case, we have two methods to install it. I choose the command, run command to install it. Just copy the command and go to our code, go to the terminal and run the command. So it's success. Let's go to the pub YAML file and I have cleaned it already. And see, the localization package has been installed. So next step, we are going to create a folder to store our translation file. So go to the project, right click, new directory, and I call it asset. In the asset folder, I will create a new folder called translation folder and just leave it empty like that. We will use our generate application to generate a file into it. Just leave it empty like that. To make the translation file available to use in your project, go to the pub.yaml file and scroll down to the asset and open the asset command, and we will specify the transition file in it. So go to the transition file folder, right click on it and copy path and path from the content. Don't forget the slash, yes, here, and just go to the terminal and pub.get. So it's done. To make your localization working on the iOS, you need to add supported local into the info playlist. To get this info, go to the package and scroll down and find the CS bundle localization and just copy it. And let's go into our project. Go to the iOS folder, go to the runner, go to info playlist, and just pass the CS bundle. And I'm gonna use three languages: English and English and country US. For Khmer, I use KH as a country, and the last one is China. So we done config on iOS. We have installed, set up, and config some file already. In this step, we are going to implement localization in our app. So first step, we make the void main into the asynchronous function and initialize the widget Flutter binding and await easy localization to initialize. Next, wrap the easy localization widget on top of your my app and just specify some field, and we will compile it later. On my app, in material app, we are going to specify this field. Now back to fix this error. So in the easy localization, need the path of the localization file and the supported key, and for back local, start local. To make it more manageable, I'm gonna separate the class to manage it. So I'm gonna create the new file to manage it. I'm gonna call it localization app.localization and I create a class name app localization and specify the local key. So in this case, I'm use three languages, yes, English, Khmer, and China. If you have more, you can add it. And I specify the string path. To get this string path, you can go to the asset folder, translation, right click on it, copy path and the path from the content and pass it here. So back to the main file, and for the supported local key, we're gonna specify our local class dot define the three local key that we have been created for the path and dot transition dot path, and the fallback local key I'm gonna use the English as a default, English key as a default, and the start local key also the same. So we then implement localization, and next step we are going to run and see the problem. And so we set up localization package already, and if we run our app first time, we will face this problem because in the transition folder it's empty. We haven't generated the transition file into our project yet. So next step I will show you how to generate it into our project. Now it's time to set up transition file and localization generator application. First, we need to download the generator application. I put the link in the description below. When you click the link below, you will navigate into this page on the browser. So just scroll down a little bit and click on the release. So for me, I always use the version 2.1 and I like this version. So just click download on it. If you use Windows, you just click on Windows. If you Mac, just click on Mac. Since I have already downloaded already, when you download it already and install it already, you will see the application that we will use to generate the transition file look like this. So next, to make it easy to manage and maintain the transition file, I will using Google Sheet to store the transition file. So go to the browser and we go to the Google Sheet account. And we go to the Google Sheet, create a new blank one. Here is the structure that you to store the translate words. Please follow the structure. For the first row that I highlight color yellow is the row that represents the class name. And the second and third row is the row that represents the property in the class. And you will see it in later when we will generate it into the code. To generate this Excel file into the project, first, don't forget to change its name to translation, and the letter T is in capital letter. So next, we are going to download the file and put it in the localization generator. To download it, go to the file, download, and download it as an Excel file. After you download it, open the localization generator. When you open the localization generator, everything is empty. So let's set up some info to the localization generator. For the project name, you can name it whatever you want. For me, I name it EasyLocalization demo. For the Excel file, it's the Excel we have downloaded from the Google Sheet. So let's drop that file into our selected sheet. Yes, and we're going to select it. So now we have the Excel file. Next, for the JSON path, we need to find the path in our project. So go to our project. To find this path, we're going to right click on it and copy path and absolute path. And go back to our localization generator app and pass it. For the save local key, you can put it anywhere you want in your project. For me, I choose the core file to store it. So I will get the absolute path. To get it, right click on the core, copy path and absolute path, and pass it in the JSON locale file. So everything is done and click on generate. So it's generated. Let's go to see in our project. So here in the translate file, we have generated in 3 files. So let's see it. And this is the English in English. we have the key and the value. This is Khmer and this one is China. And we look at at the core folder, we're gonna see the class local key has been generated, and we have two properties, hello and welcome name. So we done on generated the file into the our project, and I have run the project, and you see in emulator everything is empty. To save your time, I have to add some widget that the title is welcome ch, and the body we have a hello and have three buttons. So I will show you how to use it to translate the welcome word into the language that you want to translate. We have two methods to use it. First, we are going to call the local key that we have generated and dot the property, but first need to import it. After import it, we're gonna dot the key, the property that we want to use, and we translate it. To translate it, we just dot the to keyword that come from the easy localization. So since the welcome name have argument, so just specify the argument. And in the argument, it take a list. So we have only one argument, and the argument, I'm gonna call it, I'm gonna give the word it to guys. Next, we are the second method that I want to show you. Yes, we can use it like this. We call it to, and we call it local key class, and dot the property. So in this case, I use the hello. So let's run our project. Let's start our project. If we click on the button translate, nothing works because we haven't set the local key. To set the local key, go to the button function and gonna call it context.set local key and set it to the local key that you want to translate. And we call the app localization dot the local that you want to translate it. So the same as the English, we just change the local key. For the China, also the same. So and let's hot reload it. So we set the action to the function. And now let's test it. To translate to the Khmer, I'm gonna click on translate to Khmer. See, it's worked. If you look at the terminal, you will see that the local key, it store it in the local storage. Next time when you open the app again, it will reload that local key and translate it into that language. So for the translate to English, yes, we click English, it's going to the English and we look at the terminal. We're gonna say save the English local key. And we translate the Chinese, it's gonna save the Chinese local key. If we restart the app, so it will load the local key that we have saved before. So everything is working now. If you have some more word to generate it, you just go to the Google Sheet and specify the word that you want to translate and just download it like we did it before and go to the localization generator. We don't need to specify the JSON file path because it's saved to the local storage already. So just choose the file that you want to translate it and select it again and just click on generate and it will generate it to your project. So and you can come back to your project and do the method that we call to translate it, and it's done. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe.